Now, in its 11th year, this is GabNet. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Hey everybody, this is live from Harlem in New York City. It's the Ramble with me. I'm Alice Bennett. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, her nibs, Miss Lori Thompson.
That always makes me laugh. For what I don't know, is that like a term from Warner Brothers cartoons?
What? Her nibs?
Her nibs.
No, I remember they used to have a singer by the name of Georgia Gibbs.
I remember her.
Yeah.
She eventually, didn't she work on Sanford and Son?
No,
Eventually.
I don't think so. But you might be right. I have no idea, but I don't remember from
Her second career.
I was just adjusting something there. Let me put some earphones in, then I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, we love Perfect. It's something always to look forward to.
Yeah. Anyway, hello there, Lori Thompson. Now we're ready to go.
We are ready to go. Remember they would play that slide whenever your TV went off, like in the 1960s?
Yeah.
They would put a slide up of a guy like freaking out at the end of a wire. It was a horrible cartoon.
Oh, you mean when there was technical difficulties at the TV station? Yeah.
Yeah.
They would do that. Yeah. I remember that. So how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've come up with this little what was it? Things that annoy me system, and I'm trying to whittle it down to nothing. I'm really working on it.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine. And so tell me, so is your health doing well?
Oh, it is. I have a PET scan on a week from Friday.
Yeah.
And it will, that will tell them something. Then the doctors have to look at it and ogle it and Photoshop it. And
Yeah. Well, they asked me if I wanted to do a PET scan, but I said I don't have a cat anymore.
Yeah,
So
sorry. It won't work for me.
Yeah.
But it's it's very painless.
Yeah, and they don't stick you in a tube or anything, do they?
They do. You get stuck in this tube, and it kind of moves up and down you, up and down. It only takes 5 to 7 minutes. But
If you had to put me in one of those tubes, I would go crazy.
Yeah, and what kind of discomfort is it? Do you feel like you're being smothered, or?
You know what it is? I have a fear of being in that kind of situation. Now, I don't know if I were eventually in it, if I would be as panicked as I think I am. But once I was in Greece, and my girlfriend and I, Xanthi, I'll say who she was, went to this place where you went underground to go from the city you were in to the city across the island. And it was this tunnel.
It was like a tunnel you could walk through.
Yeah, and they built it in case people attacked the island or whatever. They could get back and forth to various places on the island without having a problem, okay?
Those crafty Greeks, that's ingenious.
It's really quite ingenious. So she said, come on, let's go down in the tunnel. I said, fine, it'd be a great idea. And we get there, and all of a sudden what I see is just this opening that's like this. It's about the width of my body. And you have to go sideways down it because you can't go forward because it's not wide enough.
Yeah, and is it just momentary, or do you have to go that way for
It's about, I would say it would take me maybe 30 seconds, a minute to go through it. If I wasn't panicking. But then I went down there, and Xanthi said, come on, and she got in, started going. And I said, I can't go. I can't do this. I just can't do this. I said, I know I'll get to the other side, and it will be fine. I said, but I can't get through this. And it was like panicking. I felt terrible because I wanted to go with her and, see what the other side was like. And I just couldn't do it. I started getting into it, and I went, oh boy. I just, started shaking and everything. So that's the kind of, problem I have. And that makes it impossible for you to do a CT scan. A CT scan. Is a CT scan? No.
CT or PET.
CT I can do. I can't do the MRI. Now, I don't know.
That one's a little more 2001: A Space Odyssey. That one is a little.
The PET is wider.
The PET is your head's not in it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. If my head isn't in it, and I can look around, I'm fine. The bottom half of my body doesn't have the problems when you get to my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't bother me. Now, I have noticed that as time goes by, I have identified this feeling, which is claustrophobia in rooms with really low ceilings.
Oh, really? That bothers you?
Yeah, it does. I just want to get out of there.
You know what's strange with Shecky? We went to these caves, Mammoth Caves, I think they're called, in
Missouri area. Yeah,
I don't know where it was, but we were traveling across the country anyway. So we went to the caves, and then there was this one part where you had to go through these things like this, right? They were circular, but I didn't have a problem. And I suddenly went, wait a minute, where's my claustrophobia? And then I suddenly realized there were people in back of me and there were people in front of me.
And that was reassuring?
Yeah, well, I was able to go with that, and it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah, it's funny. There are variables, I think, in different phobias we have.
Yeah.
And when all of them are present, it's very uncomfortable. Yeah. But the high ceilings, I grew up in a house with high ceilings. I grew up, everything I love about high ceilings. We live in one with high ceilings now. Your house.
12 feet. 12 feet.
Oh, man, that is Dream Academy. And is it like when I look at New York real estate ads, what does pre-war indicate? What's the line between the lines from pre-war?
Well, pre-war would be pre-war. It's I guess it. God, I'm trying to figure out how this place was built in 1900.
So that would be pre-war.
Oh, absolutely, it's pre-war.
Yeah.
It's pre-two wars.
Yeah.
So, I think it identifies it in a certain way, I mean, a lot of buildings that were here pre-war are still here.
Yeah.
New York's not into tearing buildings down if you don't have to, but, I don't like the modern stuff,
Either. I like it when they preserve things. I like it when a city preserves its assets.
Yeah, and New York has been pretty good about that, although... with these new pencil buildings we got going up, Marjorie minds them. I go, well, if I were to have drawn a picture of New York in the future when I was younger, that's what I would have imagined, these tall, strange buildings,
Yeah. And the tiny homes, I think, is a concept people are much more used to. And it may be the norm. If populations and urban populations especially.
I've heard the term here in New York, tiny homes. Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's all over HGTV, and people are acquainted with the idea. They learn more about it and go, how much space do we really need? Some of the tiny homes are quite accommodating.
Well, I mean, if it's cozy and it's nice, I mean, my ex-wife Ronnie, who's now passed. She lived in an apartment, a house that she had bought. It was under a big house. And it was a small little apartment, but it was very cozy and very nice.
Yeah.
And very accommodating. And, she had one bedroom. She had a bedroom.
Yeah.
And they had the so it was really nice. It was really nice. This place I love. I never go out. Marjorie says, you got to go for a walk. This is terrible. And I go, why?
You have a dream apartment. If I had to describe a dream apartment, it would be yours.
Well, now you have a house you own where you
we do.
Yeah.
It's 2-story, and because I was raised in 2-story homes. And
I love 2 stories.
Oh
That's
yeah,
nice.
you can have an argument and just still get away
So
from each other.
do you know how many square feet it is?
Ricky does. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'll find out though.
No, but it's not important. But this place is 2,500 square feet.
Yeah, it's wildly amazing. Your
We have a
place.
kitchen that's larger than most people's bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, which like the house, and there was a movie called Life with Father with
Yeah.
William Powell and Myrna Loy, not Myrna Loy, Irene Dunn.
yeah.
And he was a stockbroker on Wall Street in the early 1900s, and their home was just ideal, the ideal New York abode, and your place is close to it.
Well, off my kitchen is a room we call the pantry, but actually, what that was a small room for a maid to live in.
Oh, domestic?
Domestic to live in. Although at the bottom of this building, on the first floor, there were a series of apartments that were apartments for the butlers and the maids and so on who worked in the building.
Yeah. Okay.
So they were close to the building. And then, of course, you had this, which was actually larger than this originally, because there's a door frame right outside the hallway, at the end of the hallway. And that went to a whole bunch of other set of rooms, which is now a whole nother apartment.
Wow, yeah, because I read about architecture a lot. There was a great bookstore in San Francisco called the William Stout Architectural Bookstore, and you could just spend hours in that place, and I did. Yeah, because it explains civilization, how the people live. The architecture explains much of the civilization.
What was I heard something about it, about a home and the way you build it being part of your life and who you are and the legacy you leave.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because there's a series in England. It's a pretty good little series called Grand Design, and it's people who decide to self-build. I mean, not physically self-build, but they decide they're going to build a house here, and then they pick what they want. In some cases, these people try to build their own house. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I had a friend, a family friend, that did that, and it amazes me to this day. I mean, the concrete poured, the whole business. You saw the house grow up.
Yeah, but did he have people doing it with him?
He did.
Yeah.
He would hire people for certain esoteric tasks.
You pretty much have to. But anyway, it's these people going into these projects and what they want and so on and so forth. How much are you going to build it for? We're going to build it for, 300 pounds. Okay, fine. Good luck.
Yeah,
Because
very good luck.
none of these episodes do they come in on cost.
Yeah, on budget.
On budget. And it's amazing to watch them build these houses and all the troubles they go through, and the concrete didn't come on time, and I'm thinking, would I want to build a house? What I would do is I would say, I want this house. See it? Okay. You know how to build it? Yeah. Okay. I'll see you in a couple of months. Let me know when it's finished.
Yeah, call me if you have questions.
I don't want to be part of the process. That would drive you nuts.
Yeah, it will occupy your entirety of thinking for however long it takes.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just, I asked Marjorie, I said, but you want to do this? And she goes, no way.
No.
I mean, I would do it, but I would have someone else build it and deal with building it.
Yeah, and deal with the contractors. I know I would. Well, actually, I sketched a plan once for a multi-generational house, and it was, because I think there's something to be said, and Jerry Brown, the governor, said this as well. People living around their grandparents. He theorizes that it takes a generation for the graces of a generation to pass to the younger children. And I thought, wow, it'd be so great if they could. There was a house like with a common floor where children could visit with their grandparents and essentially live with them, but then there was a floor above just for the children to do their childish, rambunctious things.
Yeah. No, it's true. But it would be nice to have a house where you could have your grandparents on one level and you on another level and your parents on another level. You know,
Yeah, it worked. I had fun doing it.
if they were all alive, eventually you'll be the only one left in the house. But you know,
Hello, Airbnb.
but you know that's for families. I don't know if I'd want to live with my parents. Okay.
I would want to live with them, but not mesh with them all the time. I would. My parents, I put them at least a floor away.
I could have lived with my father. My
You couldn't live with your dad?
My mother, no way.
Oh, you could live with your dad, yeah. Because, well, it's funny when people live independently, like a parent, their individual personality is completely different than their personality in that parental relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the dynamic.
I think you have a favorite parent, right?
I don't.
You
I
don't?
love them both with all
Really?
their frailties because they taught me different things. Like my dad loved literature and he read the classics. He was always reading.
Yeah.
He was very patient.
My father was that way too. My father my father was from Germany. So when he came here, he didn't speak English. And he taught himself what I thought was perfect English. It's funny because I never heard an accent
And your dad?
in my dad. And yet
Yeah.
other people did. You know, your father has an accent, don't you? And I go, no, I can never hear it, you know.
That's funny.
And I would think that if I didn't hear it, I would pick it up and have an accent myself, but I don't. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, my father read voraciously because he wanted to learn English and he wanted to read English and so on. He a very smart man, very inquisitive man. My mother, I don't know why he married her.
Well, but he did. So what was
She must have
Listen.
given great head or something. I don't know, you know.
probably? But aside from that,
But she
well,
may have done something good because she was not bright. You know, she was not smart. She, you know, everything she believed because my father did. You know.
well, that might have been just for harmony's sake.
No, I think that's the way things were back then.
You adopted like the household credo
Yeah.
through your father.
Whatever, you know. But you know, I mean, she was not bright. You know, not very bright, and I didn't like her that much. I loved my father. I adored my father.
Yeah,
My
well, he
mother,
was
hey,
around less. He was
yeah.
probably around less than your
Well,
mom
I
too.
think you know, we were talking about claustrophobia,
Yeah.
and I think I got that from my mother.
How so?
Because
How
she
did
was
you manifest?
she was very cloying, and she was very, you know,
Huggy.
not huggy. No, that wasn't what I'm trying to talk about. She was just very. She was always just cloying. Is the word that I come up with. You know, she
Yeah.
just everything was, you know, and it kind of made me go, you know, and
Yeah.
that's where I got my claustrophobia from. I think.
That could be because things synthesize into something other than what they were to begin with.
Yeah,
And
I never got around to it with a shrink. I wanted to get into it with a shrink. I had a shrink that I went to because I broke up with my girlfriend, the so-called Xanthi, and I was very depressed. So I went to it, and I felt a little. I couldn't do my job as well as I wanted to, and so on. So I went to a shrink. So I started going to the shrink. Once a week, I would go to the shrink, and I would sit there, and he would go, "How do you feel about your relationship, and what's happening with it?" And I'm talking about it. And finally, one day after a year, I look at him and I go, "You know, I think I'm over my girlfriend."
let's talk about something else.
He said, "Can we talk about something else?" He says, "Yeah, what?" I said, "My mother."
Okay.
Now that's a great thing to talk about to a shrink, right? This is
Very fertile.
a lot of
Yeah.
people just go to a shrink because they say, "I got a problem with my mother." Okay? All right.
Yeah.
So he says, "Well, what about your mother?" And I said, "I don't like her."
Just don't.
Yeah. And he said to me, "Nobody says you have to." Now how
That's true.
Now how are things with your girlfriend? And I said, that's it. I'm never coming back to this guy again. I do not need it.
No, see, he just had a son go to Yale, and he needed that. He was relying on the weekly fee.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a bad shrink, but after a while, I didn't need to talk about her any longer.
It gets exhausting. See, I had a younger sister, and we dissected our parents without reservation. I mean, but then it came to the point where I said, maybe we should think about solutions instead of just ranking on them all the time. When we together, we would. And that helped because I have so much empathy for my mother now. And I was intimidated by her in that when I was in my teens, and it's too long-winded an explanation, but there was a big misunderstanding that sprang through the church about me that was not true. And so she started micromanaging everything I did.
What was it? The rumor that was being spread.
Well, the origin was that in Pentecost you have altar calls, and that means at the end of the service people will come back and they will kneel near each other sometimes. It's usually the first couple rows, and so you can sometimes hear what the other person is praying for. And there was a woman in the church, she played our organ. She had a granddaughter named Tony, and my nickname in high school was Tony. And her Tony was got pregnant. And so the grandmother was praying for that Tony. So it got back to my mom. Somebody assumed it was me.
You were pregnant.
Yeah, and that was so ironic. I was a virgin and would be for 6 more years. But I knew that their attitude toward me changed dramatically.
How old
but
were
they
you?
didn't tell me.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
20.
20? Okay. Mine was 18.
21.
I was late in the game too. It was like 18.
Yeah, and it was a boy I dated since we met in Bible quiz. We were both very much into the principles of the church. And so we dated for several years and then had sex. And the thing about that that's great is that you know that person so well.
Right. Yeah, and you trust them and so on and so forth.
Right, true intimacy.
People used to say to me after I had sex for the first time, how was it? And my answer was, it was the best I ever had.
Yeah, good answer.
And people say to me to this day, how was your first sexual encounter? And I have to think for a second, and I go, oh, it was the best I ever had up until that time.
Yeah.
I had nothing to judge it against.
Yeah, right.
Nothing to judge it against. And so therefore it was fine. And after that, I guess I only knew I couldn't go back and even compare it after a while.
Yeah, because you're so wrapped up in the first time experience.
No, you're so wrapped up in not knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true. And also, you realize what a milestone it is, or potentially is. Some people, it's no big deal. For me, it was a huge deal.
Oh, I thought it was a milestone.
Did you?
Yeah, and then after I did it, I said to myself, I wonder if I'll ever be able to do it again. I wonder if because every time in your life after that, you have to go through a process to get laid. Okay? And the question is, do I have it in me to have the process to get laid again, or am I just this ugly kid from Marin County?
Oh, I doubt you were an ugly kid. I've seen pictures. You were not an ugly kid.
I thought I was.
Did you? Well, see, that's it.
I think part of it was growing up Jewish in a Gentile neighborhood.
That might have had something.
But when I came to New York, it's funny. When I came to New York, I had sex like crazy.
Did you?
Yeah, because I had never really had a relationship with Jewish girls. I had one Jewish girlfriend back in California when I was growing up, and I never had that. And I went, these women here in New York, these Jewish women, are hot.
Yeah.
They in New York, they knew how to be hot. You know, and they were hot until they got married, and then it's all bets were off. But anyway, you know, but I learned to really enjoy. Most of my girlfriends here in New York at that point were weren't Gentiles; they were Jews.
Well, see, and that's a relax. I think that's automatically makes a person relax. And Brad was Pentecostal Assembly of God. So we both had the same standard.
And afterwards the same amount of guilt.
Well, we didn't wait for guilt to arrive. We continued to have sex.
Yeah.
And that assuaged the guilt.
Was it good? Or do you have anything to judge it against?
Yeah, well, it was good for me because, see, I was starting to date a lot in college, and it would get to the point in a dating thing where sex was kind of on the table, and I didn't want to with anybody but him because he has significance in my life.
And also, there was a certain safety there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because you knew the guy and so on and so forth.
Knew his family.
What I'm going to do before we've run out of time. Before we run out of time, I'm going to my phone, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn on my what do you call it? My oven.
Oh, very nice. You have one of those smart appliance situations.
Yeah, well, this is I can do this by remote control now.
Well, ain't you fancy?
You know, and I had to turn it on at a certain time, and I just turned it on.
What are you baking?
Well, I'm cooking ribs today, and that's like a 3-hour process. So
yeah,
slow cooking.
Yeah. Do you put it? You can do those, in an Instapot.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I put these in the oven, and I cook them for about 3 hours, one way or another, and I really got. Supposedly, everybody says I make the best ribs of anybody they know.
Yeah, well, then I would stick with your method because it's your signature.
It's really good. Hey, we've run out of time here, sweetie pie.
Well, we'll just have to do it again next week.
I guess we will. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Lori Thompson. She used to be my significant other on the radio show.
Your banter broad.
She used to be my banter broad, and I still love her to death, and we still have the same kind of people who listen to these things say it's like you never stop doing this.
That's how it feels, but it feels better now because I don't know, we're older and wiser.
Oh, older. Anyway, thank you. Bye-bye.
My pleasure, darling.
Now, in its 11th year, this is GabNet. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Lori. We appreciate it, as always. She's here every Wednesday. And even if she can't make it, we just run a rerun. I would rather do that than not have her here, But anyway, am I looking pale tonight? Is that looking too pale? Maybe I can change the color here. Maybe I can make myself look better. Let me see here. What do we do? How do we do it? I don't even know how I do it. Oh, I forget now. I'm not going to try. Let me see here. There's no there. I thought I had. No, I didn't. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm trying to make it a little more. Give me a little more color. And I don't know why I don't have it. Image adjustments. Here we go. Low light compensation, auto balance, white balance. Yeah, we got that. Temperature compensation. Let me see here. Can I change this? Oh, there. That's better. Now I look like I have some kind of color here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, all right. I just want to get myself looking good. I don't care, This is just our what we do every couple of days here, and After a weekend, I have to come in here and redo it. I'm getting a new camera, by the way. I'm getting a new webcam, and we're going to see if it looks even better than this. This is a good looking webcam, by the way. It's made by Logitech, and so's the microphone. It's Logitech. I'm Logitech all the way. Anyway, let's bring in some of the people here that are waiting to be part of our gathering here. Let me see here. There we go. There's Brian, and there's Charlie, and there's Alan. How are y'all?
Hey guys, I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's, we're not getting a lot of people anymore. I'm starting to really starting to get to me, and I'm trying to think about what am I going to do with the program. Am I going to continue it as is? I mean, you enjoy doing the Ramble, right? You guys,
Yeah.
But I just wonder whether maybe I want to go to just one day a week, and then one day a week have like Lori and some friends talking to me and do that. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But the Monday thing will always stay. That won't go anywhere. Okay. Anyway, let me see here. But we just lost Brian. Okay.
We just wandered off.
How you doing?
No, I'm just trying to eat dinner.
How you doing, Brian? You getting the house all together and?
Yeah, everything's in the house. It just needs to get out of boxes now.
We watched this show from Britain called Grand Design, and every week it's only about 6 weeks a year they do it, but every week it's a different couple or people building a home, and I'm telling you, I would not want to do that. What they go through is just amazing,
Especially if you're trying to live in the house while they're doing it. That's the worst.
Well, no, they're not living in the house. The house there's no house, and they build it from the ground up.
Oh, wow.
Or something like the one I was watching last night. They took a what do you call it? A mill. Okay. And they decided they were going to just tear down everything but the walls, and then they were going to build a home around the walls that were left. And as they're doing the whole thing collapses.
They have one show, they're doing a castle. It's pretty interesting.
They're doing a castle? Yeah.
Yeah. The storyline is they inherited a castle and, all this BS stuff. But it's pretty interesting there. So I like those kind of shows.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you. I mean, but the fact is that I watch these people and I go, I'm never putting myself through that.
Heck no.
I mean, it's a killer. This
is my last one.
Killer. What?
My first house I bought by myself. I redid the house, made the shower bigger by taking out a hallway closet and redid the kitchen, all that stuff. And then the house after that, redid. That was the last house. 2 stories, redoing that house. So all furniture inside, moving furniture every night into another room so they could do the floors. Crazy. And then this one was different because didn't even move in yet, and we gutted the whole thing. So
yeah.
But everything I picked out, everything I designed. There's a wall here where the entry. This is going in the kitchen, and this is all gone now. And yeah, I can show you really a little bit. Wait, hold on. Where's the stupid little camera with the arrows? Oh, there it is. Whoops.
Okay.
Yay. But yeah, but all this.
That's very nice.
It was a small kitchen, but see, like this, there's my my sofa right now. But so right here was a wall, and then you entered and exited the kitchen right here. So we took out the whole wall so you could see everything inside the living room.
That
looks like a mattress.
Yeah, it is. It's the mattress I had before, and it's only because I don't have my couches yet, so I haven't picked them out.
Oh, so it's your couch too. Okay.
That's what they did in this place.
That's an 85-inch TV. And then I designed this. This is an old fireplace, really ugly with Spanish tile coming out the floor. And this is the same tile that's in my shower. Yeah, this goes really up.
Oh,
Yeah.
good, good.
Yeah, so now you can see the kitchen from here when I eventually have a sofa and a cat.
Yeah.
There's the cat.
Well, what happened was when the guy took over this place, what he did is they had a living room, and around the living room in the foyer they had these doors. So when it was all closed, you felt rather enclosed. So he just removed the doors, and it makes the place breathe. And then you go into the dining room, and it's just it's okay. We got a lot of room in here. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, my bedroom's really big, and then we moved the wall. There's a wall in between the bedroom and the bathroom. We moved that 16 inches out, and because the bedroom was so big, and that just made the bathroom so huge. And then I have my California king bed in the bedroom, and I still have enough room that I'm setting up a racing simulator right now. So, yeah, so it's nice. And then Adrian has a big room, vaulted ceiling, so she wants a bunk bed and everything, and she has a balcony. I really wanted this place because this place was built in 1982, and they didn't do anything to it, so it scared everybody away. Carpets and all the old tile everywhere. So I really wanted this one because I could see the potential. So happy.
Yeah.
Sounds like the money pit.
Yeah.
No.
Money pit at
Yeah. No. We did some things from repair stuff we had to do on some floors, but the contractor is really, really good. Really, really happy. First
You'll
time I could
always
say
find
that.
those incidentals. You always find those.
Oh yeah.
A money pit is a house that you buy that you try to fix it up, and every time you fix it up, something else goes wrong.
Great.
He's falling apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the movie. I like where
The movie is great.
I love where they're filling the bathtub upstairs with hot water by the bucket full. Or one last bucket in it, the damn thing goes through the floor and shatters.
Yeah. That's a money pit. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's nice. That's good. That's terrific. What we're doing tomorrow. It's really depressing. We're doing something very depressing tomorrow. Anybody have a guess at what we're doing tomorrow that's depressing?
Tony's
August
coming
7th.
over?
No.
Go to lunch with Dillard. What'd you say?
No. We have a lawyer's appointment.
Ooh, I had one of those last week.
I had one of those last
up
month.
in Oregon last week.
Yeah. Well, this one is one of those that's really depressing. We're making our will.
I was just going to say that, but I didn't want to.
NIERIADRIENNE.
Well,
I'll text you.
WALLA.
we have a will, but it was made years ago, and Marjorie did it online and everything.
Should have a trust. She should have a trust.
A trust? Well, whatever the lawyer says tomorrow, we'll do.
Yeah.
Why a trust?
Trusts are the thing nowadays. Wills are kind of a pain in the ass.
What is a trust?
Yeah.
Well, how does it differ?
It's basically the same thing. It's just that everything's solid. What you say on it goes.
So yeah, I agree with Kevin. I have a trust, and the will is in the trust. But what it does is it doesn't save you from paying taxes, or whoever inherits your estate. They have to pay taxes if they're
they don't.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't have to pay any taxes.
Well, not if
Sure, it
you
was a will or a trust?
You
It was a
don't have
trust.
to.
Okay, that's why.
That's right, and that's what we're talking about, putting it in the trust.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't have to pay taxes until it was over $11 million.
That's
Well,
that's what I was led to believe.
Well, you're in trouble then, Alex.
No, I'm not in trouble.
You got
He's
over
not in
$11
trouble.
million. We know, you know.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, tomorrow we have to say, well, here's who we want to give money to and not give money to, and quite frankly, we don't know where to give the money. I mean, if we had kids, we had grandkids, we would know where to give them. I know what you're saying. Just stop.
Adrian, Grandpa Alex is on the phone. I thought we talked about this before. You said when you make this decision, whoever calls that night, you're going to divide it up. You said that.
Did I say that?
Yes. So everybody else, see, now they're gonna start
I'll
calling.
send you the rest of my last name. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, I do have a couple of people I'm leaving it to. See, here's what I felt, and you guys don't come really under that category. I
gotta leave some to Lori.
Well, Lori's married to a guy who's loaded. She doesn't need my money, you know. This money I got from Shecky, okay, and it was a wonderful thing that he did for us. But you know what I'd like to do is to do the same thing for somebody else who I know, a couple of people that I know that really don't have any money.
Donald Trump. Perfect.
No.
Why does it always end with a Donald Trump joke with you?
It doesn't end. Oh, but that's a good one.
No, it's not. Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you seriously what the problem is.
I want to know.
We don't have any kids. Whatever. So we're trying to figure out where to give the money, and we're thinking of giving a large amount of it. We're giving this amount of money to somebody, and this amount of money to somebody, and this amount of money to somebody else. And whatever's left over, we're going to give to St. Jude's.
Oh,
Hospital.
good. I thought you had forgotten about that.
Yeah, no, we but I can't see giving all the money to St. Jude's when there are other people out there. Marjorie has a girlfriend she knows. I don't want to say any names here.
Yeah.
But she has a girlfriend she knows who she says could probably use the money. You know?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And there's another person I know that I could loan money to because they need it, and I won't loan it because when you loan it, next thing you know, they're coming back for more because they're going to go spend it. If you're dead and you leave them a chunk of change, they're never coming back for more. You know what I'm saying? So that's another person. And then there's Marjorie's brother, but we figure he's not going to outlast us. So, you know. But that's it. You know, we don't know what to do with the money. You know, we're going to spend a lot of it, and whatever's left over, you know.
Spend.
Yeah. Well,
travel.
Well,
travel.
I'm trying to determine this thing we're going to take, this cruise, and I don't know what kind of cabin to get. And there is a cabin, and then there's a suite. The suite's about $5,000 more than the cabin, and that we're talking about a cabin that's the high price cabin, okay, and it has a big terrace and all of that. And but we decided that maybe we're going to go for the extra $5,000 and get the suite.
What does that include? An extra bathroom?
No, it's just a bigger, roomier, you know, cabin, I guess you call it, but you know.
That's nice. Treat yourself.
But yeah, somebody said, "Go ahead, do it. What are you going to do? You're not going to. Where are you going to spend the money?
Yeah,
Can't
take it with you."
And
That's right.
you know, so I think we're probably going to do that. You know, and also when we fly, we're going to fly. What is it? It's new. It's not the coach. It's
business class.
Business?
No, it's not business class.
It's the next one down from first class.
No, it's called
Cargo.
Economy Plus or something.
But yeah, not Economy Plus. It's Economy. Yes, Economy Plus, something like that. We did it going to Paris, and it was very comfortable. It's like going. It's like going business. You know.
Good. Yeah. Being comfortable on the plane, especially going there, is the best. So you have a great time. You know.
Well, we're going to Athens, so you know, that's what we.
Georgia's beautiful weather right now too.
Yes, beautiful weather in Georgia.
Say hi to Mandy. Yeah,
I sure will. But anyway, no, we're going to Athens, and then stay there for a day, and then the boat leaves, or the ship, or whatever they call that goddamn thing. I think it's a Virgin, if I'm not mistaken, and no kids, you know, and you know, it'd be good, be terrific, you know.
How many people on the ship do you know?
That I don't know, but it's not one of those
huge.
It's not going to be 10,000 people.
No,
Was it like a Viking longship type thing?
No, this is like I think it's going to be Virgin Cruises.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Viking has those real nice ones they're smaller, they're long ships. They
yeah.
stop
I mean, it
longer in
might be.
places.
We got to talk to our
It's
agent.
probably less than 1,000.
What?
1,000 people.
Oh,
Probably
I
less
thought it
than
meant
1,000.
less than $1,000.
No,
We were going to go to Italy this year. I bought it from I didn't buy it yet, but I got it from my wife's birthday last year, 60th on the 4th of July. And I said, okay, we're going to Italy this year.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to go this summer. And of course, we didn't feel comfortable doing that because of all the political shit going on. And then we started looking for a house. So that just kind of shit canned that whole idea, I think.
yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever make it over there. We're trying to trace down her family.
Do you have Italian family?
My wife is Italian from
Oh, you know what's wonderful about that? She automatically has Italian citizenship.
Yep.
yeah, but she's got a friend that did that. And
Yeah.
she's over there now. She bought a place over there and she goes over there for months at a time.
What
And
area?
I got family in Ireland that I wanted to go see too. So
Yeah.
What
we're trying
city
to
in
make a
Italy?
trip like that. What's
Kevin,
that?
what city? What city in Italy?
It's south down by the heel. It's called Cap.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up. She's got
Yeah.
family that's in the wine business down there.
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
got
really?
vineyards so they got actually have a label brand that she wants to chase down and see if that's actually them. Colacino.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Colacino.
also, if she has that citizenship, I think as her husband, you get automatic citizenship too.
Shit, don't tell her that because we're looking for a house up in Oregon. We might end up over there then.
Well, you know, there's nothing wrong with that,
I have brought it up many times.
you know, because I got to tell you, it ain't America. It ain't the United States anymore.
It'd just be neat to do, I think.
You know, I mean, we've thought about leaving the country, you know. It's
Well, we just had reservations because, certain people were saying they were going over there and then they decided not to. And people got over there and all people said to the people that we know that went is they said, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean people over there?
People over there looking back over here, seeing what's
yeah.
going on.
Oh, yeah. I hear that's what a lot of people feel sorry for us, you know.
Yeah, because Germany's the other place too. So,
I want to wear a little thing that says I didn't vote for him.
well,
You
yeah,
know.
I mean, that's funny because up in Oregon we see that a lot. They drive a lot of Teslas up there, but they have the little sticker on the side that says Elon with a 0 through it and a slash.
Yeah.
Or I bought this before.
Please don't scratch my car.
Yeah. So I bought this before Elon went crazy.
Yeah. Or they take off the Tesla altogether.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Honda.
That's I mean, I've been told, for instance, we were thinking about Portugal because Portugal is very nice to elderly people. Okay, and allows them to come over and have all the perks that a citizen would have in Portugal. So we
Insurance
thought
is
about
good.
that. What?
Insurance is good
What do you mean insurance is good?
over there.
Oh, really? What, health insurance? You mean?
Yeah.
It's free, isn't it?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's free. Wow.
And if you live over there, it is free.
Yeah.
Because they take it out of your paycheck or whatever. I mean, that's what my mother-in-law's came from Germany.
I just don't understand, I really don't understand why we've never been able to do that, and come up with, with
Greedy people.
Because because the Citizens United.
Well, no, it's not that. I think it's the medical industry.
Right. Because they
think-
can donate as much as they want to donate and they buy the government.
Yep.
I mean, like
They
for
make
instance,
the profits off it so they can buy more.
Well, I talked about this the other day, but I'll talk about it again because it's really getting to grate me. Look at this. Here's my doctor sent this beautiful brochure. I won't put his name up there, but there's this picture in case any of you see him And he's gone to a concierge thing. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, what this is, I get to pay $3,000 a year. And he does everything he used to do for me for just whatever he charged. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. And they say, well, you'll be able to make an appointment within a few days or so and see him. Well, I remember the days when I could do that, but he then went to a point where I would let me know a month. I could see him in a month. And the only reason he did that is because he started the concierge thing.
You're VIP now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I thought, well, we got the money. We could pay the $3,000, $6,000 a year it would cost for the two of us. And then I thought, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to get a better doctor. I'm not going to get this guy.
I got to make sure I get sick so I can use that.
Well, Marjorie goes to the doctor every week, right? You'd make out with her.
But
sure.
she goes to a lot of other doctors. I mean, she goes to the doctors this guy will recommend. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So in other words, if I go to him, what am I getting for my $3,000? Hey, listen, I think there's something wrong with my urine. Well, let's send you to this urologist. And let's send you here, and let's send you there. And all he's been as a GP, basically. He is a cardiologist, so he does look at my heart. But so what? But he really only just is a traffic cop. He just points you in the right direction. I'm going to pay him
That's a good doctor to have.
Huh?
That is a good doctor to have.
Oh, yeah. It's a great doctor to have. You know who he recommended I go see for blood tests and stuff? And
Dr. Kevorkian.
No, that guy I went to that didn't tell me.
Never called you back.
Never called me back for a year, and I had cancer.
Okay,
yeah, we had to go through that.
And the cancer didn't kill you. You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you stress us out.
Yeah. We're worried that you're going to disappear on us because you got cancer.
No, well, now here's the point. What I'm saying is, I would give the guy $3,000 a year for a piece for Marjorie and I, if I felt he was worth it. But he's not, and what's he going to offer me? The same thing he offered me for no money at all. So what are you doing? What's he doing? This whole concierge thing, it seems like a real phony deal all the way around.
Say rip off.
A rip off all the way around.
You used to get your appointment, a couple days after, you'd call them up and say, okay, come in Friday or some Monday or something like that. You used to be able to do that, but the insurance companies have raped the doctors so badly too.
Well, this way he doesn't.
They take on more patients to make up that difference. So there's more patients that they got to go through to get what you used to get in 2 or 3 days. Now it's 2 or 3 months sometimes.
Well, this way he doesn't have to pay for people in his office to do insurance.
Right. And he can take less patients and concentrate on ones that are there. It's like a membership.
Yeah. And that's fine. But still, that's what he was doing in the first place.
But that's what the whole medical business has come to, I used to talk to my doctor next door, was a gynecologist, and he would talk about, okay, I got $100 a baby, and he'd work his ass off, and
listen, I feel sorry for doctors and what they're getting. For
they
instance,
get bounced. I mean, I agree.
No,
my doctor at Kaiser has a patient load of 2,200 people.
Yeah, you see it on the walls. We used to be able to, but now
my doctor has 3,000 patients.
Yeah, but you have an expensive doctor. I can't afford
I don't have an expensive doctor. This guy wasn't expensive at all. He took Medicare, for crying out loud.
This guy's taking Medicare. Well, Kaiser takes Medicare. So
but what I'm saying is he may see that many people, but my guy sees more. The average doctor in America has about 3,000 people that he sees on a regular basis.
When before it was probably 400 or 500.
Yeah. But I mean, let's say that's the case. I don't want to pay that kind of money to get exactly the same service I was getting. In other words, I'm paying for him to what be? How many times am I going to want to have to see this guy in a day or two? You know, in most cases I can wait a couple of weeks to see him.
Yeah.
You know, and if I get really sick, I'm sure I could call them up right now and say, I'm really sick. Can I come in? And they'll say, we have an opening at 2:00.
Right.
So
They
I
keep
could,
those on the side too. Yeah.
huh?
They keep those backup little,
Emergency.
hours, an hour or two every day that they can shove somebody in if they have to.
Also, they have a limit to the amount of people he's going to take. Like he might take 500.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't. It just doesn't make sense to me that I'm not getting more for my money. And they're trying to act like, oh, now you can get an appointment tomorrow if you need it. Well, I used to be able to get an appointment tomorrow if I needed it. What happened to that?
Yep.
You know? What happened to that is concierge. That's what happened to that.
Yeah, Kaiser's the same way though too, because I have on my left hand my biggest finger. They call them all trigger fingers, even though you don't pull the trigger. This finger locks up in the down position.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get that all the time.
And undo
No, it
hurts.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Okay, well, yours is working. This one
the
works
up
on this
position.
side too, but this one, I don't know why. I mean, I'm right-handed, and that finger doesn't have any problem. But anyhow, you can only have so many. That's it. With my left hand, I'd lose track. I can't count to 7. So anyhow, but so to get an appointment with a hand specialist that is going to do the surgery on this at the end of the month, they call it minor surgery. Although I can't use my hand for 2 weeks. But anyhow, it's taken me 3 months.
Yeah, that may take you
Wow.
3 months because that's not necessary surgery. It's elective surgery. It's surgery you're going to do to make your hand better. But they don't have to do it like tomorrow.
It's not like a heart attack or cardiology.
It's not like you suddenly had a heart attack and they go, we got to wait 3 weeks before we can see you. No. So, but I just, what am I going to pay this guy this money for? I thought about it. For a second I thought about it and I said, I bet I can get a concierge service with a better doctor.
Or maybe $1,000 you can get a concierge service that takes you back and forth.
What do you mean takes me back and forth?
Drives you there, picks you up in a limo.
No, none of them do that. No, they should.
The problem is
Because
he only
that's that
covers.
money.
It only covers him. What about the specialist he's sending you to?
Yeah,
You
if he
still
sends
got to
me
pay
to a
for them.
specialist, I'm paying for them.
Oh, it didn't apply to the specialist.
No.
So it's like
okay.
Angie's List for doctors.
Oh wow, that's
Yes, it's an Angie's List for doctors.
Yeah.
You're absolute. That's the best way of describing it. No, you thought that it took care of all the other doctors I see? No, if it did, I'd be happy to pay the $3,000. But
Yeah.
it's horrible. It's just horrible. And I think about a lot of people find that somebody goes concierge, and it goes the concierge, and they then try to find another doctor because their doctor is going to stop seeing anybody but the concierge people, and they have a hard time finding another doctor.
Because you could get referred, but it ain't going to get you any faster.
Yeah, exactly. So if I felt that he's just gonna. So I've got this doctor. He's gonna tell me, oh, you need a good urologist? Here, I got one for you. Boom. Well, wait a minute. I'm paying you $3,000 a year. Why don't you stick your finger up my ass, okay? It's just is
Why
amazing.
can't he order a urine sample, and have you go to the lab and take care of it that way himself? You don't need a urologist. a simple GP
Well,
doctor.
I need a urologist because my urologist looks at my numbers every year, keeps tabs on me to make sure the cancer isn't coming back. Okay. He happens to be a very good urologist, and he saved my life last time.
And you enjoy his hand up your butt.
No, he was just terrific, and he especially the good part about him is that he sent me to a doctor that did the seeds on me, and did the radiation on me, and he was with me all the way, and I still see him. I think he's one of the best doctors I've ever had.
That's great.
And I feel sorry for him because he doesn't make a hell of a lot of money out of me. You know, I mean, I'll go
get his
in.
name. I lost mine. I have to get his name. I lost mine. He retired.
Yeah, well, you know,
I can't find one.
You're gonna have to come to New York to see him. But I got a room you can stay in. Okay.
I have a great urologist. I throughout my whole life I've had chronic prostatitis, and once in a while it's bacterial, and bacteria for regular things. There's only a couple. I want to shorten this story. There's only a couple antibiotics that will penetrate the prostate. Cipro and doxycycline are two of them, but they don't work anymore. So, although they try them because
are they lazy or what?
I don't know. Yeah, they're just getting to the point where they don't work anymore. So you understand. But so he asked that my urologist is so good. He asked another doctor instead of putting me on another pill. He asked the infectious disease doctors, and they told him to give me this stuff called fosfomycin. It's been around for 40 years, and they gave it to me, and I took one packet, mixed it with water every other day for 6 weeks, and it went away. And so a doctor that's willing to reach out to another doctor like that really cares about you as a patient.
No, here comes Bree, I believe. Okay. All right. Let me bring Bree in here. If this is in fact Bree.
Yeah, ask him about insurance.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got great health care over there in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah. Let me make sure it is Bree. It is Bree. Okay. But anyway, so I mean, you know, that's what's happening in medicine. And so then you want to go find another doctor, and you can't find doctors because, well, who recommended you? You know, or this doctor isn't seeing new patients anymore.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be out there kind of out in the cold, you know, for a little while. I'm sure we can find one. He's going to give us a list of doctors to go see. So, you know, that he suggests, just like he suggested that one that never got back to me on my blood tests. You know?
Why don't you once call RFK Jr. and ask him for a referral?
Yeah, right. That's another one. He's doing away with all vaccines.
Yep.
Well, he took $600 million away from vaccine development, and he's going to stop all the mRNA vaccines that probably saved 1 million people during COVID here in this country. And you know, he's great. You know, I would bet that any one of us probably know more about medicine than he does.
Well, I mean, he knows a lot about crummy medicine.
Yeah, well, he doesn't even.
You know, and I mean, the idea that you don't need vaccines. I mean, vaccines have literally been a godsend to this society.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You know?
Probably saved billions of lives around the world.
I'm watching a show called The Nick, which is a show about a hospital back in 1900. And how they dealt with everything. And, you know, they didn't have antibiotics then. They didn't have vaccines then. They didn't have a lot of those things.
Anesthesia?
Anesthesia? Well, no, they had ether. They put you out. Okay. I don't know if you ever had ether, but when I was a kid, they gave me ether. And when you wake up, you puke your guts out, you know.
And it's a cancer causing agent. Another issue with it, but go on with your story. Sorry.
But the point is that the way in which they're talking about medicine those days is the kind of medicine we're going to have to go back to with RFK Jr.
Yes.
I mean, what? No vaccines? Come on, are you kidding me?
Yep.
You know?
We better pray bird flu doesn't flip over.
That's right.
And change
Yep.
it. Could the AMA? I get their newsletter every day, the American Medical Association, and they are concerned that all it's going to take is one little changeover, like COVID does, and then it becomes highly transmissible from person to person, and we have our next pandemic when Trump's in office again.
Oh, there'll be another pandemic, and
Maybe in our lifetime, but
and well, with RFK Jr. handling business, we could well get another one very soon.
Yeah.
You know,
stock up on masks and hand sanitizer.
well, no, masks don't work. Don't you know that?
Yeah, right.
Well, what masks do? See, the interesting thing about masks is, what masks do is they don't protect you from getting the disease, prevents you from giving it to other people.
Mainly,
So
that's
if
right.
everybody wears masks, then you're all protecting each other.
Absolutely. So that's how they got rid of the 1918, 1917
The flu, yeah.
Spanish flu. Some doctors decided for everybody to come up with your own cotton masks, old underwear, whatever you wanted to use, and they didn't have vaccines. They didn't have antibiotics. They didn't have any way to treat you. But as soon as everybody started wearing masks, as a matter of fact, the director of the San Francisco Health Department said, we should all be wearing masks. And as soon as it went nationwide, the Spanish American flu went down to nothing.
Well, on this show, they weren't coming out where they were wearing masks at some places in those days. But the one thing they were showing is they're all working on operating with people with their bare hands. You know, they wash
you
up.
don't have to go. You don't have to go back very far for that.
Yeah,
My dentist, when I was a kid, when I was a young adult, never wore gloves.
and smoked while he was working on you.
Right.
Wait a minute, I got to ask Bree, is that a new kitty or is that your kitty? Or is that somebody else's kitty?
It's a new kitty that I rescued a few months ago. I've been trying to find a new home for her, but no takers yet.
Why do you have her in a cage? Why do you have her in a cage?
Because we have another cat, and they don't yet get fully along. Like, our other cat is fine with this cat, but the Pepper.
Yeah.
But Pepper does not like Miso so much.
Well,
We don't know. Actually,
I'll tell you what. Let me give you a little advice. When I was when I was living in Houston, I had a cat, and his name was Shabbos, and he was a Siamese, full grown. So we decided to go get another cat to kind of just keep him company. So we went to a pet store and bought another Siamese, named her Yunta, and she went. We brought her home, and all of a sudden, they're starting to growl at each other. And they're hissing and everything. So we get a cage just like you did, and we put the poor kitty in the cage because we were afraid that Shabbos was going to kill the little kitty. And we kept the kitty in the cage for, 2-3 weeks. And every now and then Shabbos would come up and hiss at the kitty, and then go somewhere else. Finally, one day, I said to my wife at the time, it was Ronnie, I said, this is ridiculous. Well, we can't keep going on with having this poor kitten, live in a cage, right? Let's just open the cage, let them have at it, and get used to each other, see what happens. We let the kitty, it's a little kitten at that point, out of the cage. And immediately Shabbos runs over the cage, hissing and hissing and hissing. And the little kitty takes a swipe at his nose, and he goes running. And from that point on, they got along. So sometimes you just bite the bullet. You got to go bite the bullet and let the. You're on the 8th
floor. You don't have.
You're right. but she's not a kitty. She was very thin and scrawny, but now we've got her so that she is, fully healthy. We did all the shots. We did all the everything you can do to a cat. Neutered, all that. But I think you're right. I think she puts up a big show. But the other problem is this: our other cat, when we brought Pepper back, about a month later, our other cat got really sick, deathly ill, and had to go through surgery, MRI, CT scan. So we didn't want to, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, here's this other cat that you can lord over while she's sick. So we were trying to get our other cat back up to health, and $5,000 later.
Jeez,
and now we
almighty.
think it's almost the time where we can introduce them, maybe. So we'll see.
When I was younger and I first got my first animals and everything, they would get sick. I'd take them to the vet. I'd walk out spending $15. All of a sudden, it costs a fortune to have an animal.
Guess what?
United States medicine for animals.
Let Kevin talk here.
I was like, guess what? They pump you full of insurance for animals now.
Oh, my
shit.
Yeah, my new company, they offer a free pet insurance.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a startup, so they have cereal in the morning and then fruit every day and all that stuff. So.
Well, you know what happens? A lot of companies who are starting out do that because they want to attract good people.
Yeah.
I have a question about cats. I'm a little naive. Bree refers to the cat as she, but said she was neutered, and we brought her all up the shots and everything.
She was fixed.
Okay, good. I'll buy that. I was going to say, have cats changed? They usually don't neuter she. Okay, got it.
But let me get back to Brian with the company giving him pet insurance. That's
great.
That's another good incentive, isn't it?
Yeah, not from yes. Yeah, I think I gotta ask him about it because I forgot I have a pet.
I'm telling you, this is true. When in the days when I was at CNET, and we had all these .coms. And they were trying to attract the best people. We actually had an advertiser on the air that was saying it was a company looking for people to come work for them. And among their things they advertised as being a incentive for you to go to work for them was they had dry cleaning premises, on premises, that they would do your dry cleaning.
Yeah, so Google, I've been there a few times. My friends that work there, they have one of these big vans that pull up. You can get a haircut. They have gourmet food from 24/7 because they have all these kids that work there and they just nonstop.
They don't stop working. And
they don't stop working.
They actually even have the apartments and stuff on campus now, or right next to it.
Yeah, jeez.
Well,
I got to go back to work.
Right?
Yeah, no, really. I mean, it's
wow.
But you got.
I knew a friend that worked in the kitchens.
My question is, can you write code? That's the question. Yeah.
No, but I can play security guard.
You don't know how to write code or anything like that, do you, Brian? Or do you?
No.
Your expertise is doing what? It's basically
running a manufacturing factory and process improvements, efficiencies, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're not, you don't have to worry about keeping up with the technology.
No. I go back old school because when I go, like this company right now, they have a new product. And so they have this assembly line that's just like Mickey Mouse. And so I go in there and just smash everybody together as close as they can. And then every day I let them get another inch away from each other until the process is where I want it. So. Yeah, Kaizens, yeah, process improvements, yeah.
I liked when I first came on the show because
so did I.
We don't. Somebody does.
You did, but you said to me that thank God somebody that actually knows something about COVID. Brian, everybody was asking you COVID questions because your company makes the tests for it.
Yeah.
And they figured you knew everything about COVID, and I came on and they said, you said, wow, you actually know something about COVID. It's good that they now have somebody that they can ask questions. And so,
Your point.
my point was I knew more about COVID than you.
By the way,
It's okay. Yeah, because I know manufacturing, and then manufacturing.
Look out the window with Bree here for a second.
Wow.
Just
Look at
open
the
the
ants.
window.
Busy.
Whichever cat doesn't jump, keep it.
If I told you that was an American city, you'd believe me, right?
Yep.
They all look
Isn't
the
that what
same.
your neighborhood looks like, Alex?
They're driving on the wrong side of the road, though.
No, my neighborhood still looks old.
Yeah, see, they're driving that way on the left, not on the
Yeah,
right.
they do
They're
that.
on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, I just thought he had his camera in reverse.
Maybe he does.
Do they drive on that side of the road, Bree?
We're doing it.
Yeah,
Yep.
You're muted, Bree.
he knows it.
He knows.
Yeah, they drive on the left side of the road here.
And what about
I am,
and the right hand
on the list, so you
steering?
may lose me for a bit.
Did they used to be like
my daughter to the university.
Did they used to be a British protectorate or something like that, and that's why that happened?
Yeah, they are British.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Malaysia was British.
It's not now. What? Where's that audio coming from?
That's why he was muted.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
So you can wave your head up, yes or no, but do they have right hand steering?
I think he's frozen right now.
He's frozen.
He's in the
right
elevator.
now. Yeah, I think he's in an elevator. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather that, or he's got a bigger bathroom than Brian.
But
Actually,
anyway,
I just saw my drawings of my bedroom, and actually my bedroom is Adrian's room is almost as big as my bedroom.
Yeah.
My bedroom's 13 by 17 feet. That's pretty big.
That's
For
pretty
Apple.
big.
14
That's
by
pretty
17,
big.
and then Adrian's is 17 by almost 13. Yeah, hers only a little bit smaller than mine.
I'm trying to remember how big our bedroom is. It's
Six by
huge.
6.
Huh?
And I have one office. The office is 10 by 10. That's pretty basic, pretty normal.
Yeah. This is the thinnest room in the apartment. And it's because I think they put up a wall here when they separated the two apartments from the one next door. So it's kind of like almost a tunnel-like room, where all the other rooms are rectangular.
Time for you to get a better building, Bree. One that has cellular in the elevator.
Yeah,
So
well, once he gets down to the ground, we'll see him again.
Yep, he only lives up 23 floors or something. How long does it take?
Well, it takes
There
me
he
a
is.
while. There he
There
is.
he is.
There he is. He's
Now
walking.
he's unblocked. I mean, he's unfrozen.
Well, he's a little better. Now he's getting
Oh, he got in
into
the car.
Oh, what are you
Oh,
sharing?
hey. Hello, lady.
Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
You sharing the car?
That's my daughter, Brian. You watch yourself.
Sorry.
Is that your daughter?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, you can say something bad
We're
about
going-
his
sorry.
daughter if you want to.
Yeah. No, we're heading. She's got to go to class, and I've got to go to work. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing now.
But where was she living before? She always lived in the area? Or she was in the U.S. before?
It's a long story. We don't.
Okay.
We've only got 7 minutes.
No, that's okay.
No, okay. Yeah. Well, but she lives with you now. She lives with you now in Malaysia. Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah. Yeah. She lives here in Malaysia.
Wow.
How old is she?
Old enough to know better, young enough still to try.
She looks like an adult.
She looks like an adult. Yeah, that good. Oh, he's frozen again.
Yeah.
He must be in the low rent part of Malaysia where the internet doesn't work.
Yeah, it's downtown Malaysia.
Right. Comcast covers that area.
Yeah.
Boy, that hasn't been doing too good lately. Comcast internet.
Really?
Oh, my TV, it didn't work the other day. I go, God, this thing's only 2 years old. I can't watch the news. What the hell's going on? Oh, there's no internet connection. Why? The router's not working. You call up Comcast, sit on the phone for
I
half.
got to say something. I have Verizon, okay? Verizon Fios, which is their,
Right, I know.
their,
Is it good or bad?
it is terrific.
Really?
I mean, we've had a couple of times where it's gone out, okay? But very seldom. I mean, I've had it for, 5, 6 years now? I think we've gone out twice, maybe.
Well, this didn't, according to Comcast, this didn't go out. They were doing an upgrade in the middle of the night. Well, some people, especially in this area, in the Bay Area, work in the middle of the night.
Well, yeah, but they will do stuff in the middle of the night here. They got to do it at some time, so they don't want to do it during the day. That's the worst time of day to do it.
Yeah, because the CEOs work.
The only time I've ever had them go down, actually, was after midnight when they were doing some kind of service thing and they were doing that. But basically, the services just work without peer. And, it's fiber optic, and it's...
Same thing here. So 1 gig, whatever they
I think
call
they're
it.
all fiber optic now. I think even Spectrum, who here used to just be, cable, is now all fiber optic.
We don't have it yet here.
You really
That's what I'm
don't?
on.
Why?
Wow.
Because we're in the boonies.
Oh, well, subscribe to Booney TV. They have fiber.
There is certain areas that have fiber. AT&T has fiber down here, and there's a small company that has fiber down
Do
here.
you need fiber?
In your diet,
Yeah.
definitely. It's
Yeah. Especially in
It
the
would
morning.
be nice. It's a big step up. You can get a lot more bandwidth over fiber.
Yeah, one of the places that we were looking at up in Oregon is kind of way on the outside of Eugene, and they have fiber there. And I'm going, how the fuck does that work? But I'll
Yeah,
I'll
but
take
if
it.
you've got fiber, I've got like a gig up and a gig down, and they offered me 2 gigs up and 2 gigs down.
Yeah.
And I decided I don't really need that, So
Yeah.
I have a gig down and 100 up with Comcast.
100 up and a gig down. How does that? Oh, yeah.
I got
Because most of my
same
stuff
kind
is
of weird
done
thing is like
down, coming down.
Yeah.
So did you leave your daughter off, Bree, or is she still with you?
Yeah, no, she's in class. She's heading to class. I'm heading to work.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
I will walk on the canopy walk.
Where is she studying?
She's at Monash.
At what?
It's Australian University.
Oh, an Australian university in Malaysia.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
right.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
What is she studying?
what is she studying? Anything in particular?
Mainly biology, molecular genetics,
Oh,
something like that.
she must be smart.
Smarter than me. Yeah, that's for sure.
She'll always have a job as long as she stays out of America.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Anyway, going to play a little bit of music there, a little bit of theme music as we look at walking down the street in downtown Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. I don't forget, right?
That's
Bree?
a nice walkway. It's right next to the road, above the road or something.
Yeah.
Yes, you're
airport
right.
code is KUL.
Yeah.
KUL.
That's what it is.
What their zip code is what?
The airport code is KUL.
Oh, KUL. Oh, okay. All right.
I used to work that part of the thing when I was way back in DHL days.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, hey, listen, everybody. It's been great having you here tonight. Brian, always good to see you. Nice to know that your daughter's room is coming along nicely. What a good dad you are. Giving her own room to her specifications, right?
And she keeps wanting to sleep in my room too. So
Why don't you just put a sign on her door that says Daddy's room?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Charlie. Appreciate it. Alan, thank you. Brian, thank you. And Bree, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Everybody give a big wave goodbye, and I'll give a big wave goodbye at you, okay? There they go, folks. That's our citizen panel for tonight. There'll be another one starting right now on the intersection with Amy Manuel. You can go to her Zoom by going up to gabnet.net, and then in the third column down at the very bottom it says Alex Bennett, it says Amy Manuel. Click on Amy Manuel and it'll take you automatically to her Zoom. And I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same station in life. In the meantime, as always, if you see her, of course, tell her I love her, okay? Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice night.